Today, a new topic will be discussed in the PMBOK 6th edition guide. The name of the topic is The Environment in Which Projects Operate. I am your trainer, Mohammad Sodarif, and I am audio recording all the chapters that will help you to listen while you are on the go and will help you in your interview preparation, or if you're a student for your exams, or if you're a professional, it will help you to recall all the concepts. Let's get started. The topic is the environment in which projects operate. Overview. Projects exist and operate in environments that may have an influence on them. These influences can have a favorable or unfavorable impact on the project. Two major categories of influences are enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets. Enterprise environmental factors originate from the environment outside of the project and often outside of the enterprise. Enterprise inter- environmental factors may have an impact at the organizational, portfolio, program, or project level. Organizational process assets are internal to the organization. They may arise from the organization itself, a portfolio, a program, another project, or a combination of these. In addition to enterprise environmental factors and organizational process assets, organizational systems play a significant role in the life cycle of the project. System factors that impact the power, influence, interest, competencies, and political capabilities of the people to act within the organization system are discussed further in this chapter. Enterprise environmental factors. Enterprise environmental factor refers to condition not under the control of the project team that influence, constrain, or direct the project. These conditions can be internal or external to the organization. Enterprise environmental factors are considered as input to many project management processes, especially for most planning processes. These factors may enhance or constrain project management operations. In addition to these factors may have a positive or a negative influence on the outcome. Enterprise environmental factors vary widely in type of nature. These factors need to be considered if the project is to be effective. Enterprise environmental factors internal to the organization. The following enterprise environmental factors are internal to the organization. Number one, organizational culture, structure, and governance. Example includes vision, mission, values, beliefs, culture, norms, leadership style, hierarchy and authority relationships, organizational styles, ethics, and code of conduct. Geographic distribution of facilities and resources. Example includes factory location, virtual teams, shared systems, and cloud computing. Number three, infrastructure. Example includes existing facilities, equipment, organizational, telecommunication channels, information technology hardware, availability, and capacity. Information technology software. Example includes scheduling software tools, configuration management systems, web interfaces to other online automated systems, and work authorization systems. Resource availability. Example includes contracting and purchasing constraints, approved providers and subcontractors, and collaboration agreements. Employee capability. Example includes existing human resources, expertise, skills, competencies, and specialized knowledge. Environmental factors external to the organization. The following environmental factors are external to the organization. Marketplace conditions. Example includes competitors, market share, brand recognition, and trademarks. Social and cultural influences and issues. Example include political climate, code of conduct, ethics, and perception. Legal restrictions. Example includes country or local laws and regulation related to security, data protection, business conduct, employment, and procurement. Commercial database. Example include benchmarking results, standardized cost estimating data, industry risk study information, and risk databases. Academic research. Example includes industry studies, publications, and benchmarking results. Government or industry standards. Example include regulatory agency regulations and standards related to products, production, environment, quality, and workmanship. Final consideration. Example includes currency exchange rates, interest rates, inflation rates, tariffs, and geographic location. Physical environmental elements. Example includes working condition, weather, and constraints. Organizational process assets. Organizational process assets are the plans, processes, policies, and procedure and knowledge base specific to and used by the performing organization. These assets influence the management of the project. Organizational process includes any artifact, practice, or knowledge from any of all the performing organizations involved in the project then can be used to execute or govern the project. The OPAs also include the organizational lesson learned from the previous project and historical information. OPAs may include completed schedules, risk data, and earned value data. OPAs are input to many project management processes. Since OPAs are internal to the organization, the project team members may be able to update and add to the organizational process assets as necessary throughout the project. They may be grouped into two categories: processes, policies, and procedure, and organizational knowledge base. Generally, the assets in the first category are not updated as part of the project work. Processes, policies, and procedures are usually established by the project management office or another function outside of the project. These can be updated only by following the appropriate organizational policies associated with updating processes, policies, or procedure. Some organizations encourage the team to tailor templates, life cycle, and checklist for the project. In these instances, the project management team should tailor these assets to meet the needs of the project. The assets in the second category are updated throughout the project with other information. For example, information on financial performance, lesson learned, performance metrics, and issues and defects are continually updated throughout the project. Processes, policies, and procedure. The organization processes and procedures for conducting project work include but not limited to initiating and planning, guideline and criteria for tailoring the organization's set of standard processes and procedures to satisfy the specific needs of the project, specific organizational standards such as policies, example human resources policies, health and safety policies, security and confidentiality policies, quality policies, procurement policies, and environmental policies, product and project life cycles and methods and procedure, templates, pre-approved supplier list, and various type of contractual agreements. Executing, monitoring, and controlling. Change control procedures includes the steps by which performing organization standards, policies, plans, and procedure or any other project document will be modified and how many changes will be approved and validated. Traceability matrix, financial control procedures, issues and defect management procedures, resource availability control and assignment management, organizational communication requirements, procedures for prioritizing, templates, standardized guideline, product. Now closing. Project closure guidelines or requirements. Example, final project audits, project evaluations, deliverable acceptance, contract closure, resource reassignment, and knowledge transfer to production or operations. Organizational knowledge repositories. The organizational knowledge repositories for storing and retrieving information include but are not limited to configuration management, knowledge repositories containing the versions of software and hardware component and baselining of all the performing organizational standards, policies, procedures, and any project documents. Financial data repositories containing information such as labor hours, incurred cost, budget, and any project cost overruns. Historical information and lesson learned knowledge repositories, example, project records and documents, all project closure information and documentation. Information regarding both the results of previous project selection decisions and previous project performance information and information from risk management activities. Issue and defect management data repositories include issues and defect status, control information, issues and defect resolution, and action item results. Data repositories for metrics used to collect and make available measurement data on processes and products. Project files from previous projects, example, scope, cost, schedule, and performance measurement baselines, project calendars, project schedule, network diagrams, risk register, risk report, and stakeholder registers. Organizational systems. Overview. Projects operate within the constraints imposed by the organization through their structure and governance framework. To operate effectively and efficiently, the project manager needs to understand where responsibility, accountability, and authority reside within the organization. This understanding will help the project manager effectively use his or her power, influence, competence, leadership, and political capabilities to successfully complete the project. The interaction of multiple factors within the an individual organization creates a unique system that impacts the project operating that system. The resulting organizational system determines the power, influence, interest, competence, and political capabilities of the people who are able to act within the system. The system factors include but are not limited to management elements, governance frameworks, and organizational structure types. The complete information and explanation of the organizational system factors and how the combination of these factors impacts a project are beyond the scope of this guideline. These are disciplines with associated literature, methodologies, and practices that address these factors in more depth than is possible within this guide. The section provides an overview of these factors and their interrelationship. This overview begins by discussing system in general. A system is a collection of various components that together can produce results not obtainable by the individual components alone. A component is an identifiable element within the project or organization that provides a particular function or group of related functions. The interactions of these various system components create the organizational culture and capabilities. There are several principles regarding systems. Systems are dynamic, systems can be optimized, system and their components can be optimized at the same time. Systems are non-linear in responsiveness. Multiple changes may occur within the system and between the system and its environment. When these changes take place, adaptive behavior occurs within the components that in turn add to the system dynamics. The system dynamics are defined by the interaction between the components based on the relationship and dependencies that exist between the components. Systems are typically the responsibility of an organizational management. The organization management examines the optimization trade-offs between the components and the system in order to take the appropriate action to achieve the best outcomes for the organization. The result of this examination will impact the project under consideration. Therefore, it is important that the project manager take these results into account when determining how to fulfill the project objectives. In addition, the project manager should take into account the organizational governance frameworks. PMI research reveals that governance refers to organizational or structural arrangements at all level of an organization designed to determine and influence the behavior of the organization members. The research suggests that the concept of governance is multidimensional and includes consideration of people, requires providing direction and oversight through the data and feedback. Governance framework. Governance is the framework within which authority is exercised in organization. These frameworks include but not included limited to rules, policies, procedures, norms, relationship, system, processes. These framework influence how objectives of the organization are set and achieved, risk is monitored and assessed, and performance is optimized. Governance of portfolios, programs, and projects. The governance of portfolio programs projects describes a common governance framework aligning organizational project management and portfolio program and project management. The guide describes four governance domains of alignment, risk, performance, and communication. Project governance refers to the framework, functions, and processes that guide project management activities in order to create a unique product, service, or result to be meet organizational, strategic, and operation goals. There is no one governance framework that is effective in all organizations. A governance framework should be tailored to the organization culture, types of project, and the needs of organization in order to be effective. Management elements are the component that comprise the key functions or principles of general management in the organization. The general management elements are allocated within the organization according to its governance framework and the organizational structure type selected. The key functions or principles of management include but are not limited to division of work, authority given to perform work, responsibility to perform work, discipline of action, unity of command, unity of direction, general goals, paid fairly for work performed, optimal use of resources, clear communication channels, right materials, fair and equal treatment of people, clear security of work positions, safety of people in the workplace, open contribution, optimal morale. Performance of these management elements are assigned to selected individuals within the organization. These individuals may perform the noted functions within various organizational structures. For example, in a hierarchical structure, there are horizontal and vertical levels within the organization. These hierarchical levels range from the line management level through to the executive management level. The responsibility, accountability, and authority assigned to the hierarchy level indicate how the individual may perform the noted functions within that organizational culture. Organizational structure types. Determination of the appropriate organizational structure type is a result of the study of trade-offs between two key variables. The variables are the organizational structure types available for use and how to optimize them for a given organization. There is not a one-size-fits-all structure for any given organization. The final structure for a given organization is unique due to the numerous variables to be considered. Organizational structure types. Factors in organizational structure selection. Each organization considers numerous factors for inclusion in its organizational structure. Each factor may carry a different level of importance in the final analysis. The combination of the factor, its value, and relative importance provides organization decision makers with the right information for inclusion in the analysis. Factors to consider in selecting an organizational structure but are not limited to degree of alignment with organizational objectives, specialization, capabilities, span of control, efficiency and effectiveness, clear path for escalation of decisions, clear line and scope of authority, delegation, capabilities, accountability assignment, responsibility assignment, adaptability of decisions, simplicity of design, efficiency of performance, cost consideration, physical tolerances, clear communication. Project Management Office. A project management office is an organizational structure that standardizes the project related governance processes and facilitates the sharing of resources. Methodologies, tools, and techniques. The responsibilities of PMO can range from providing project management support functions to the direct management of one or more projects. There are several types of PMO in an organization. Each type varies in the degree of control and influence it has on projects within the organization, such as supportive, controlling, directive. Number one, supportive. Supportive PMO can provide a consultative role to projects by supplying templates, the best practices, training, access to information, lessons learned from other projects. This type of PMO serves as a project repository. The degree of control provided by the PMO is low. Controlling PMO provides support and require compliance through various means. The degree of control provided by the PMO is moderate. Compliance may involve adaptation of project management frameworks, use of specific templates, conformance to governance frameworks. Directive. Directive PMO take control of the projects by directly managing the projects. Project managers are assigned by and report to the PMO. The degree of control provided by the PMO is high. Project Management Office may have organizational wide responsibility. It may play a role in supporting strategic alignment and delivering organizational value. The PMO integrates data information from organizational strategic projects and evaluates how higher level strategic objectives are being fulfilled. The PMO is the natural liaison between the organizational portfolios, programs, and projects and the organizational measurement systems. Examples: balance scorecard. The project supported or administered by the PMO may not be related then by being managed together. The specific form, function, and structure of a PMO are dependent upon the needs of the organization that it supports. A PMO may have the authority to act as an integral stakeholder and a key decision maker throughout the life of each project in order to keep it aligned with the business objectives. The PMO may make recommendations, lead knowledge transfer, terminate projects, and take other actions as required. A primary function of a PMO is to support project managers in a variety of ways, which may include but are not limited to managing shared resources across all projects administered by the PMO, identifying and developing project management methodology, best practices and standards, coaching, mentoring, training and oversight, monitoring compliance with project management standards, policies, procedures, templates by means of project audits, developing and managing project policies, procedures, templates, coordinating communication across projects. I hope this audio lecture will be beneficial for you guys and would provide value. If you have liked and easily understood whatever was defined in the PMBOK, and I have easily delivered what was written, so please like and subscribe to my channel and share with others. Thank you. Take care.